Good morning and welcome to our summer Qigong. Let's see, today is the 26th of June. So just starting the summertime. And the summertime is a time where we explore all of the emotions and meanings of summertime. And so the heart is associated with the fire element. And creativity, joy, finding our passion, lots of energy. So think about when you're a kid and school's out and that kind of energy. What are we going to do in the summertime where anything is possible? And that's the energy that we will be cultivating today. But let's start by bringing our awareness into the present moment. And I invite you to sit or stand, whatever works best for you. And bring your awareness to the spine and take a deep breath as you thank your back. And then sense the earth beneath you. Let's breathe right into the heart. It's opening the heart. And through your body with the exhale, send love and gratitude to our beautiful planet. And then let's bring our awareness to the top of the head as we connect to the heaven energy, the sky energy. And breathe into your heart and let's send blessings up to the sky, the other planets, the stars, our sun and our moon. And then here we are, such little tiny beings in a huge universe. But knowing that we are important and we matter. It's thought that our spirits live in our hearts, our Shen energy. And so smile to your spirit. And know that you are part of the greater, the bigger, the infinite. And let's lengthen the spine, finding more space, however you want to, with a wiggle, tucking the chin. And then bringing the awareness to the breath. Let's fill the body. And then emptying the body. Let's breathe in peace and relaxation. And for a moment, let's do a short meditation, placing us on a beach, the ocean in front of us, the mountains behind us. Sun maybe hovering towards the western sky as it begins to set, and the moon in the eastern sky as it begins to rise. Sense the air on your skin. And imagine hearing the gentle sound of small waves slapping the sand, where earth and water meet. Breathing in the energy of the water, draw it through your body. And just like the tide going out, let it take away any toxins and let it flow back into the ocean. And let's do that again, breathing the ocean through your body. And then from behind, letting go. Becoming fluid in our thoughts, emotions, hydrating our body. One more time. And bring your awareness to the mountains behind you. Earth element. Drawing, being grounded, compassionate, and clear into your being. Relax your body. Feel yourself become heavy. Sense your feet connected as you breathe in the mountains. And as if every pore of your body is open, breathing in the air. Cleansing yourself with breaths. Every inhale, bringing in fresh energy, and every exhale, releasing old energy. Thoughts, pain. Every breath, a new breath of life. And smile to the sun and the moon in the sky. And let's breathe in that fiery energy of the sun. Let it warm your skin, warm your muscles and bones. And with the exhale, release as if you're releasing smoke. Fire is purification, sterilization. So as we breathe in the energy of the sun, it burns through heartache, pain, old thoughts that don't serve you. And the ash that is left over, we exhale through the mouth. Let's breathe the fire right into our minds. Notice how that feels. And then clearing the mind with the exhale through the mouth. Surrounded by the elements. Ocean in front of you, the mountains behind you. The core of the earth beneath you, that molten metal. And let's draw up the molten metal. Draw it up through the earth, all the way to the top of the head. And know that you are valuable, just as we consider metals valuable. See yourself shiny. One more deep breath. Smiling to yourself. We played with the 5 elements last week. And today I thought it would be nice to do just a very short meditation. The earth as the mountains behind us, the metal beneath our feet, the center of the earth, the air, the fire of the sun, the water in front of us. And then let's breathe in the last of the elements, the wood. In the mountains and before the mountains, there's trees and perhaps forests. You breathe in the peace and quiet of the forest. Quiet sounds of the forest, the birds and insects. and the peace and safety we feel surrounded by trees, ferns, moss. And picture yourself seated, ocean in front, mountains and trees behind, fire, the sun above, air all around you, and water in front. And notice which one you resonate with. There's no judgment. And for the next 2 breaths, breathe in what appeals to you most. And then waking up from this quiet meditation by wiggling toes and fingers. Wiggling in your chair. You can keep your eyes closed, but I wanted to do a reading today from A Path and a Practice. Dependent on the Tao. And as we know, the Tao cannot be defined. It's a practice. And when we practice Qigong, we're practicing Taoist practices. With this practice, we find clarity. Our horizons become expansive. Our daily life becomes tranquil. Our souls become inspired. Our relationships become filled with trust and honesty. Our society flourishes. Everything around us becomes filled with creative life. Without this practice, we continue to suffer. Our horizons contract. Our daily life fills with anxiety. Our souls wither. Our relationships crumble. Our society flounders. Everything around us seems exhausted. Despite our seeming prestige and power, we know that we are really little children, dependent on the Tao and helpless without it. A wagon rolls along and does its job with no fanfare at all. Rather than clattering about, trying to be noticed, we just roll along like common stones in the river. And I know we've talked about this, how this practice improves our lives. It makes us more compassionate beings, more patient, more aware. And I think that's just wonderful. I love this practice so much, and I'm so happy you're here practicing with me. Okay. Well, today, I promised that we would do foot massage. So if you're wearing shoes, go ahead and take off your shoes. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see my feet. If you can keep your socks on if you have socks, but otherwise, I like to cross my foot. It's just but I realize not everybody can do it. And if this is unavailable to you, feel free to massage your hands. The hands and the feet are both microsystems of the whole body. So we can do the exact same things with the hands. So if you prefer, your choice. But today I'm going to do my feet. And I like to start in the arch. So my thumb is nice. Both thumbs, you can get in there. And we call this the kidney 1 point, the bubbling spring point. And it's thought that right at the top of the arch, that's where all the earth medicine can come into our body. And a nice way to open that up is to make a fist and to rub the arch of your feet. You can go in towards the inside. That should feel really good. Or the outside. And let's come on to the heel. If we stand up a lot, it takes a lot of energy for our heart to pump the blood up from the feet. So the blood tends to pool in the feet, and it's really nice to get it moving. And the heel, we have the callus and the bone, so it's fine to tap it or hit it as hard as you like. Gets the energy to disperse and the blood to move. And we can do the same on the ball or the pad of the foot, because again, that's pretty thick bone and callus. And then let's take our hands and massage the foot. I'm just kneading as if I was kneading dough, coming onto the top of the foot, the fingers, around the ankles, above the heel, near the Achilles. I like to pull the toes back and it stretches as if I was pointing the toes. And then I push them the other way, creating a flex. And then let's take hold of the baby toe. So if you're doing your hands, let's do the baby finger and give it a little rub. Find the nail bed and push on the nail bed. And then let's push on the top of the little toe. There's acupressure points on the top of the toe and on either side of the nail bed. And then we're going to grasp either side of the nail bed and we pull up. This stimulates the ting points also on the top of the foot. And then let's go to the next toe, next to the little toe. Give the toe a little rub. And then find the nail bed, give it a press. And then let's push on the top of the toe. And then we'll grasp either side of the nail bed and do the ting points. Makes a little snap sound. And then let's move into the middle toe. In August, I'm going to be taking a reflexology course. So I'll know more of the points of the feet. I'm excited to learn all that to share with you. Summertime's a good time to learn new things. So take advantage. If you feel like doing a class or learning something new, that's such good medicine for our brain and increases our brain plasticity. Learning new things stimulates our heart, makes us happy. If you haven't pushed the top, please do. And then the ting points. And then moving on to the second toe next to the big toe, give it a little massage. Squeezing the nail bed. And noticing if there's tenderness. Let's push on the nail bed and then the top of the toe, and then little clicks. And then finally, let's go to the big toe. We haven't done foot massage in a while. And take a nice deep breath. Thank your foot. Push on the nail bed, push on the top of the toe. And then on either side of the toe, the tings. And then let's just give it at the foot another rub here. Thank you, foot. Now, this is one of my favorite things to do because it really shows how effective this massaging of our feet are. We can massage our feet when we watch TV or you're sitting around. You're playing this summer, go to the beach, give yourself a foot massage. So place both feet next to each other and notice if there's any difference. So the foot I just rubbed is a lot brighter. The other foot is a little bluer and grayer, and it just looks happier in general. Thank you, foot. And so now we're going to make the other foot just as happy. Remember to start about at the arch. It's just a good place to start with your thumbs. I like to massage almost as if I'm massaging the opening, more open. That kidney 1 point, bubbling spring. So I imagine I'm opening it up to absorb more energy. And then I'm going to take my fist and there we go. Rub the arch, the top of the arch, the outside of the foot. inside of the arch. Oh, that feels so good. And then coming onto the heel. And you can use your fingers or thumbs. It feels good to push. A little acupressure massage. Push. We didn't do that on the other foot. But it's a nice technique. Just kind of a little pushing of the thumbs. And then let's go back to pounding on the heel. Nice deep breath. And then pounding on the ball of the foot if that feels okay. Working your way up to the toes, massaging the top of the foot if that feels good. Get into the spaces between the toes. So web spaces, that feels really good too. And then let's point the foot and stretch. So I'm pulling the toes back down. That stretches the front, also into the shin a little bit. And then pull the toes the other way. And then let's start again with the little toe, giving it a little massage, pulling up, squeezing the nail bed, and then on the top of the toe, and then the ting points. At least 3, as many as you want to do. Moving into the next toe, massaging all sides. Squeezing the nail bed, squeezing the top of the toe, and then the ting. Middle toe. Thank you, toes. And then pushing on the nail bed, the top of the toe, and the ting points on either side of the nail bed. Moving towards the second toe. And as you rub your feet, you might notice sensations in your body, other places. Squeezing the nail bed and the top of the, pushing on the top of the toe and the ting points. And then lastly, the big toe. My feet are so happy it's summertime. We had the endless winter. I was wearing shoes much longer than normal. And the feet are very happy to be in flip-flops and sandals and getting aired out. And then push on the nail bed, push on the top of the toe, ting points. And then give the whole foot a massage, moving up towards the ankle, getting the blood to flow. And very nice. Give your hands a little shake. You can look at your feet again if you like. Oh, they look happy. Actually, the one we did first is a little bit darker. The one we just did is a little lighter. Oh, and you'll be thanking me all day long. All right, well, let's move into some movement practices. We've done a little bit of breath work, a little bit of meditation, massage, so intentional movement. And here we go. So give yourself enough space. And let's start with a wiggle and a shake. And just a bounce. If you want, you can land on your heels. You can lift your heels. You don't have to. You can just pump your knees. Feel it in your shoulders. Deep breath. Shake your elbows. If you want, you can do a little jog. Bouncing is so good for us. Gets the heart rate moving. It gets the synovial fluid in our joints flowing. I've studied with Master Wu, who started every day with 20 minutes of doing this, the bounce. I like to land on my heels sometimes. That's good for our bones. Shake it. We're just going to do about another minute. Nice deep breath. And now I'd like to invite you to think about a fire, since we are in the summertime, fire element. So with your hands, imagine you're stoking the fire from the lower dantian. And then bring it up to the heart, into the head area, and then up above. And now imagine you're a flame, so a wild bonfire. And there's really no right or wrong here. We're just moving everything. You can slow the bounce down a little bit. Like a flame licking the sky. Bring it back to the bounce every now and then. Deep breath in. You can exhale with a sigh. And then let's begin to slow it down. Bringing the bounce into the knees. Give your head a little shake. Exhale through the mouth. Shaking can dislodge stuck energy. Making it a little quieter. Wiggle your tail. Wobble your knees. And let's shake out the ankles. Very good. And let's imagine the fire dying down and bring yourself to stillness. Lengthen the spine with a deep breath. And notice the breath after that 2 minutes of vigorous movement. Can you sense your heart beating? Smile to your body. Notice if it relaxes, soften. Good. Let's do a little spinal twist. I love ringing the temple bell. It's just effective. So here we can do a little massage also. Every time your hand touches your body, think about where you're touching and thank it. So if you come down to the pubis and the tail, thank you, lower organs. Let the hands come up a little bit. We can make our way to digestive organs. Deep breath. You can thank as you go. Tapping the rib cage, front and back. And bring your awareness to the spine as you begin to look over your shoulder. Onto the thymus, the sternum in the front. Then the heart area and the lung area. And then top your shoulder. Look behind. Whole spine twisting. Let the arms hang and let the hands flop where they want to. And let's do 3 minutes. Toes straight ahead, knees slightly bent. Bring your hands to your belly. Close your eyes for a moment. Notice your breath. And let's do our 3 points of focus. The first is the spine. Trying to find a little bit more length. Tucking the tail, dropping the chin towards the chest. And then the awareness of the point of focus is on the breath. Let's breathe from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, soften, smile to yourself. Breathe out all the old air. And then thanking your breath.
Jessica,
Oh, hello.
a little louder, please.
Okay, and perhaps too, you can put your volume up on your computer.
I did.
Okay,
I did.
will do. Little louder. Thank you, Melba. And then let's do a little bit of a movement for our spine to make more space. And today let's do some flying goose. So there's a tuck of the tail, drop the chin on the chest, arms reach out in front and reach beyond your fingers. You want to sense their shoulder blades widening. And then palms up, thumbs behind us. And let's open the chest, a big stretch. And then tuck your chin, tuck your tail. And then open and look up. So this is an arch and a fold. I'm going to just do one thing that might help with the volume. Okay, good. Maybe that, I hope I didn't make it too loud for anybody. And then let's do it with the breath. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look towards the earth or look towards your navel. Inhale, flying goose. And find the place where you can really feel a stretch. Reach out through your fingers, tuck your tail. And then arch, open the front ribs, let them stretch. All those intercostal muscles. Exhale. Inhale. And you can bend your knees and bring your wings closer to your knees if that allows you to find more space. I like this. It honors the sky, the sun, the moon, the stars as we arch. And then the heart honors the earth as we curl and look down. Let's do 3 more. Following your breath, see if you can slow it down. Up your chin, find the length of the neck. Last one. And then come to neutral. Deep breath, connect to the earth and connect to the sky. Notice how your spine feels. And we're going to continue a little bit, moving into crane. So the flying is theme today. Feet about hip or shoulder distance apart. And let's start with just the flying crane. So flying crane, we float. And then we sink. Fingers and hands are relaxed. As we inhale, the fingers go towards the earth. And as we exhale and float down, the fingers towards the sky. Now breathe into your heart. Breathe in grace and beauty. And then let's start a little balance. So we shift the weight to one foot. The opposite heel lifts and down. Coordinating with the breath. Inhale, we float up. And the hands can come, they can stay low if you get fatigue. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you want more, you can bring your hands all the way up overhead. When you're ready, start to play with balance. You can hover or lift up. Still coordinating with the breath. Crane teaches us patience, which is one of the emotions of the heart. So we can transform impatience into patience. There's the joy of flying and being free. And let's do one more and on each side. And then we're going to transition into the red-headed crane delights at seeing its mate. And so how we do this, both wings come down, we grace the water, and then we balance. Place the foot down, shift the weight, wings towards the water, and then we balance. So this adds the whole complexity of leaning forward. When we practice crane like this without moving forward, we're vertical. But then when we grace the water, all of a sudden our weight goes forward and we have to realign ourselves in order to balance. So it's a nice challenge. And plus we have the red-headed crane element, delights at seeing its mate. So there's joy and happiness, maybe a little showing off. Look at what I can do. Good balance exercise. Let's do two more on each side. Plus it gets our heart rate going a little bit. Maybe you can touch the ground and then come up. And let's bring our wings to the lower dantian. Go ahead and give your tail a little wobble. You can go forwards and back, side to side, breathing into the lumbar because we did that. Bending forwards, nice little stretch. And good. And smile to your inner crane. And now let's do a little bit more for the heart. This is one of my favorite exercises. It's called clearing the small universe. And so the idea, we are the small universe, and the idea is we clear out impurities from the heart, much as fire will burn up impurities. We start with the palms up, soften, and with the inhale, let's tighten. So tighten your perineum, tighten your whole body, right into the heart. Roll the wrists and let's push out to the side as we soften. Not forcing things out. Let's draw in, use your lower pelvic muscles, and then soften and gently push upwards. Look up. Inhale, tighten. And then we push out in front. Exhale. Soft. Drawing in, let's tighten. When we tighten, it pumps our lymph, and then soften, sharing, clearing from the heart down the body. Again, engage your muscles as you tighten to the heart, and then soften. Inhale, you can make fists if you like. And then push, relaxed, clearing the mind. Inhale, pull in, tighten. And then release, soften. Draw into the heart. And then soften. And now let's practice the whole thing soft. So nice, soft energy flows slowly into the heart and then push away, clearing negative self-thoughts, clearing away anger, bringing in peace. And then overhand, pushing out fear and doubt, and absorbing the trust and wisdom of the moon. Pushing away sadness, bringing in acceptance. Gently clearing away stuck energy. Let it flow out of your feet. And again, soft. Purifying. Pushing out impurities. Not with force, just guiding. Clearing your energy field. Allow for joy and happiness to flow into you. And let it flow through your body, joy and happiness. And we send that to Mother Earth. And again, let's think about what you might be clearing out. It could be pain, disease, fatigue. Let fresh energy come into the heart, taking its place. Push away the news and the worries of the world. Give yourself a day off and permission not to check the phone or the computer. Clear away the buts or the what ifs, all the arguments that we have with ourselves. Bring in happiness. Soften. And imagine your energy field, a big ball all around you, front and back, up and down, filling it with love from your heart. Fire, passion, and happiness. Fill and absorb. Winning away any hate. When we accept, it helps us not to hate so much. Accept others, accept ourselves, accept everything within reason. Last one, I'll be quiet. One more. Close your eyes and see yourself in this beautiful bubble. And perhaps your body almost dissolves as all the impurities were forced out, or not forced, guided. See yourself as a light being surrounded by light. 3 breaths. And breathe a breath of gratitude. And begin to open the eyes, gentle little movement. Take it out. I love this next one also. Well, I love all of the exercises, as you know, but this is part of a Tai Chi, but it's a lovely kata on its own, and it's called stroking the phoenix tail. And it begins with the palm up, and I bring it right to about the lower dantian. And the other hand is going to make a swirling. So let's just practice swirling. It goes behind my body. So it's swirling. But then we're going to swirl and bring the elbow over the palm. See this? Good. And then the bottom hand strokes the phoenix tail. So there's a stroke. We roll the wrists, palms intersect. We grasp the phoenix tail. And there's a press. So this palm, you can touch the wrist or come close to the wrist. And we press, like a little push, release. And then the arms come up to about head level. Head, heart, belly, and press again. Let's embrace tiger. Return to the mountain. Palm comes up. We're going to do the twirl, bringing the elbow over the palm. Stroke phoenix tail, grasp the phoenix tail. Press or the ward off. You can touch or not. Release energy out and then shift the weight onto the back leg as we bring the energy into the body and from the heart. Embrace tiger. Return to the mountain. Palm up, twirl, elbow. Now, if you want, you can play with the Tai Chi ball. Rolling the hands, we bring the Tai Chi ball through our body. We can push. And here there is the release. And over. Embrace tiger, embracing all of life. Return to the mountain, being grounded. Little twirl. Let's play with the Tai Chi ball again. Holding the Tai Chi ball. Rolling it through the body. Release. Embrace tiger, very profound, important message. Embracing the yin and the yang, returning to the mountain. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's think about our weight. So we shift a little bit as the arm twirls, and then we shift to the other foot as we stroke the phoenix tail. We begin to shift the weight again as we grasp the phoenix tail. Press, shifting the weight again, and then shifting the weight onto the back foot. And press. And now the weight is evenly distributed. Inhale, exhale. Twirl, shift. Rope. Grasp. Press. Receive and push. Find 50-50 weight. This becomes a beautiful moving meditation. It's very relaxing to the body with the weight shifts. It's almost like rocking. A few more. Inhale. Exhale. Energy out beyond your body, and then grasp it. Bring it through your body. Press the word off, clearing again. And then receiving earth, life, and heaven. bathing, sending love into the world. Out beyond your body, blow it back with fresh energy through your body. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, follow your breath. I'll be quiet. Embrace all of it. Return to the mountain. And good. Give yourself a little shake. Big phoenix energy rising from the flames, rising from the ashes of the fire. So still playing with the fire element. Phoenix is reborn, rejuvenated. And I just love that little kata. Let's do a little bit more for the heart. This is called opening the heart-mind gate. And we begin by making birds speak. So the fingers and thumbs touch. And thanks to Amelie, I like to gather the earth energy and bring it up. So my hand, it's like if my bird would wanted to eat a little something, it could peck at what's in my open palm. Notice that my heart is protected here, heart mind center, middle dantian. And we open. And then rotate the wrist, and there's a little push away. Make bird speak. Let's reach into the earth, gathering the earth medicine, eating, and then opening. So I'm going from a closed mind, closed heart to an open heart, open mind. Push. Making bird speak as we gather. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the wrist and push. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now I like to shift my weight. You don't have to. You can do it without shifting the weight. But it just seems a little bit more intuitive. And those of you who have studied Wudong Tai Chi with me, I like to use the cue of opening my heart and mind to new things, new opportunities, gathering love and healing from Mother Earth, and then spreading it, sharing it with the world, pushing away hate and war, gathering peace and love, and sharing it into the world. And there's many different ways of doing this. You don't have to do the push away. You could just keep the hand open, roll the wrist, make bird speak. If that feels better on your body, it's a very magnanimous gesture. But in some of the Tai Chis that we do, we share love and healing and we push away. So I do like that. Push away anything that isn't loving and healing and kind. Inhale and exhale, sending love and healing to those who need it. called opening the heart-mind gate, also known as single width. I like opening the heart-mind gate a lot better because it kind of tells me what to do. Opening my heart and opening it. And let's hold open, both palms up, receive, stretch out. And let's do a little sunrise, sunset. So we hold the sun. And then let's do a big circle, holding the sun, and then the sunrise. We come up. And the sunset. Bend your knees as far as it feels good for you today. Breathing in the vitality of the summer sun. Open the side ribs, reach up, open the other side ribs, sink down. Last two. If you can, watch your hands. The rhythm of the sun every day, every night, sunrise, sunset. And then let's hold the sun. Let's go into a forward bend for a moment. Relax your face. Let the head dangle. Say yes with your head and then no with your head. Wiggle your shoulders. And then relax. Deep breath. And then let's go on the other side. So then we have the sun, we reach, sun overhead, reach, and then circle down. Inhale. Exhale. Reach out through your wrists, through the fingers. And we'll do 3 more. Do you notice about this? Personal. Let's hold the sun and then let's open. And there's a gesture of opening up. Palms up. Gather the sunlight, vitality, life force, and bathe yourself with the sun. Take your time. Let the sun light up every cell of your body. And when you're ready, fingers reach into the earth, gathering earth, the yin, the tai chi, and the yang. And bathe. About what you need. We gather again. I like to imagine it as a white beam of light comes into my body. Close your eyes when you're ready and see yourself as a beam of light. Light is all around you. And thank your body. And let's bring our hands over the lower dantian. Thank you, body. With our bodies, we get to enjoy earthly pleasures. Oh, wonderful. And then our middle dantian. Enjoying the happiness of friendship, and art, and creativity, happiness that nature brings to us. Peace and quiet. Thank your mind. And then let's bring the hands to the upper dantian. Smiling to your spirit. Let your spirit shine. Lifting the hands over the head, shining your light into your energy field. Knowing that following this path is really good for you. Keeps us healthy, happy, peaceful. And let's honor ourselves with a little bow Let's gather one last time, stepping together as we close for today. Hands come into prayer. And thank you for playing Qigong with me this morning in the summertime.